Most people are just walking around with their mouth shut, wondering why opportunities just never come their way. But what if I told you that one random conversation with a complete stranger changed my life at 30, and all it took was 4 words? Plus, I'm going to give you the exact communication framework that opens doors you didn't even know existed. See, 3 months ago, I was completely lost. I'd been out of work for about 6 months, or a little bit longer, just creating content every day, but with zero direction, zero purpose. I was just floating. But here's the real problem. I was staying silent. I wasn't talking to new people. I wasn't having any real conversations. I was just stuck in my own head, waiting for some magical breakthrough that never came. Sound familiar? You know that feeling when you're doing all the right things, but you're not saying the right things? That was me. 30 years old and completely stuck. Let me take you back 10 years. I was in my early 20s. I needed an outfit for a birthday party at a club that night. So I walked into this random clothing store in Melbourne. Politics, South Wharf DFO, ended up being the place. I just picked it off the street. Could have been any store. And there's this guy, Mervyn, behind the counter. Now, I could have just pointed at some clothes, paid money, and just up and left. I mean, that's what most people do, right? Keep it transactional, keep it safe. You can't be fucked talking to anyone. But something actually made me talk to him. Not just how much is this shirt, I'm talking real conversation. And here's what blew my mind. Mervyn wasn't just there to sell me clothes. The moment I started communicating, like really communicating, he was there to make me feel like a man, like a leader, like someone who mattered. That's what happens when you open your mouth. When you choose communication over silence, doors open that you didn't even know existed. And fast forward 10 years, I'm lost again. Remember? Zero direction. But this time I made a choice. Instead of staying silent, instead of hiding in my content creation bubble, I reached out to Mervyn. Said, bro, let's catch up. Let's go for a run. We could have just run and gone home and called it a day. That was it. But I chose conversation, real conversation. And that's when he said it. Brother, you should do coaching. 4 words that changed everything. But here's the key. Those 4 words only came because I choose to communicate. If I'd stayed silent, if I kept my mouth shut, I'd still be lost right now. And here's what hit me like a truck. Communication isn't just talking. It's the key that unlocks every door that you've been searching for. Career opportunities, communication. Better relationships, communication. Finding your purpose, communication. Business success, communication. Everything you want is on the other side of a conversation you haven't had yet. And if this is resonating with you, hit that like button, because what I'm about to share you is the exact communication framework that's working for me and some of my clients. So here's the first thing you need to do. I call it the 24-hour stranger challenge. In the next 24 hours, you're gonna have one real conversation with a complete stranger. Not nice weather, huh? Real conversation. Coffee shop, gym, grocery store, Uber driver, doesn't matter. Ask them something real. What's the best part of your day so far? What brought you to this city? What's something you're excited about right now? And here's why this works. Every stranger is a walking opportunity. They have experiences that you don't have, connections that you don't have, perspectives you need to hear. But you'll never hear any of it if you keep your mouth shut. From that conversation with Mervyn, everything shifted. I started researching coaching, started this channel, built my brand. 3 months later, here I am, impacting thousands of people online. But here's the crazy part. Since then, I've had dozens of life-changing conversations. The guy on YouTube running a multiple 6-figure personal brand, now my mentor. The woman at the gym who was the marketing manager invited me to become their ambassador. The Uber driver whose one question gave me my signature coaching framework. None of this happens if you stay silent. Communication is literally the currency of opportunity. Step 2, the depth question. Once you've broken the ice with a stranger, here's how you take it deeper. Ask them, what's one thing you'd change about your life if you could wake up tomorrow and it was different? This is the question that separates surface level chat from life-changing conversations. Most people have never been asked this by a stranger. It catches them off guard, makes them think, makes them open up. And here's the magic. When they answer, really listen. Don't think about what you're going to say next, just listen. Because in their answer, you might find your next opportunity, your next direction, your next breakthrough. Step 3, the follow-up commitment. If the conversation goes well, if you feel a connection, make the commitment. Say, hey, this was great. Let me grab your number. Want to grab some coffee sometime? I'd love to continue this chat. Let's link up. Most people have amazing conversations and then just let them fizzle out. They just die. Don't be most people. The follow-up is where the magic happens. That's where conversations become relationships. Relationships become opportunities. Opportunities become life changes. Remember, Mervyn and I stayed connected for 10 years. One random conversation in a clothing store led to the 4 words that changed my life completely. But only because we followed up. Only because we stayed in communication. So here's your challenge. Do all 3 steps this week. 24-hour challenge. Ask the depth question. Make the follow-up commitment. And drop a comment telling me what happened. What surprised you? What doors opened? What opportunities showed up? I read every comment and I'll personally reply. And listen, if you try this and realize I need help with my communication confidence, or I want to master this skill faster, that's exactly what I'm here to help with. And that's what I help men do. The link's in the description below. Let's jump on a call. Let's see where you're at. Because mastering communication is the fastest way to transform your entire life. Your voice is the most powerful tool that you have. Communication is the key that unlocks every door. Every opportunity you want, every relationship you need, every breakthrough you're searching for is on the other side of conversation. If this video opened your eyes, hit subscribe. Share this with someone who needs to start talking. And seriously, take the 24-hour stranger challenge. One conversation could change everything, just like it did for me. Thanks for watching. Stay communicating. I'll see you in the next one.